Okay, my name is Eberechi Nwokocha. I am a teacher. I teach online, and I actually heard about the Talklove Foundation from my sister Favor, and I registered for the program, the digital program. And so far, it's been amazing, insightful, and to think that it's a free program. I don't have to pay a dime. It's amazing. It's really amazing, and I'm grateful that the the foundation came up with this initiative because tech is now the new thing, right? And I'm privileged to be one of the beneficiaries of this program. Okay, my time here has been, I really enjoyed my time here because it's been educative and I've learned a lot in the course of this program. And for me, I think tech is a broad space. And starting with this digital journey from the Talklove Foundation has been, I'm grateful, and I wouldn't trade it any other way. I didn't expect to be here, but I'm happy I'm one of the beneficiaries.
Okay,
Right.
good morning, beautiful ladies. My name is Eberechi. I'm a member of Group 4,
I don't know.
and I'm here to do a presentation to answer two questions. One, why is it important to conduct a content audit? And two, what are some of the ways you can prove that your content is driving revenue? Okay, first, let's start.
Okay, so the training has been a step-by-step process because the idea was to bridge the gender gap and make women more educated in the digital skills. And so far, we've grown from learning how to what digital skills are all about to learning digital marketing, graphic design, all about e-commerce and social media marketing. So all of these fields in the digital space are, I think if I were to pay for this, it's going to be something very expensive. And this foundation has made it readily accessible to me and other beneficiaries. And I'm happy I'm learning this because I intend to go into tech fully, and it's amazing in general. It's amazing. Okay, my high point is, I think, is the part where we had to do this graphic design project, because I used to see graphic design as like it's a male gender kind of job, and I used to think it's very tedious or it's something that a woman can do. But in the course of this training, I learned that actually if you put your mind to something, there's nothing you can do. And it's been exciting for me because I've been trying to play around with the apps that the facilitator has introduced to I and the other women, and I think that's the highlight for me, the graphic designing part, because it allows you to be creative, and the fact that you have to create something and you share it out there and have people give you feedbacks, it's wonderful. Yes.
So what has been your awkward moment? Let me see.
Okay. Okay, the awkward moment is, I would say is not quite awkward, but when you're grouped with a lot of people and the facilitator tries to bring everybody up to speed. So even if you've grasped the idea which she's trying to introduce to everyone, we have to wait for the others to hold their hands, and some people don't grasp as fast as the others, but then again we know we rise by lifting others, so you just have to wait for them and help them to come up to speed with you. So okay, so I've been introduced to Notion, and this helps you to plan and organize your tasks. It's more like your calendar to help you guide and achieve what you want to achieve. It could be monthly, it could be weekly. So it helps you to keep track of your tasks and make sure you achieve them. Of course, Canva, which is my favorite, yes, because I like to design. And Canva is broad. You can have the paid version and the free version, and even the free version, even the privileges it allows you, it's uploadable, because if you want to go pro, just like you say, it's Canva Pro. You want to go pro to be like an expert graphic designer, I think that's where you just have to pay the fee. But the free version, it's explorable. You can do a lot with the free version. And then of course we've had meetings with the Google Meet. I'm not new to that, but I also found out different features of the Google Meet, which is good, because I usually think it's just to join the meeting and just leave. Or I found that I could use that a lot more with a lot more people, because it accommodates a large number of people at once. So that's good for me. I'm on my way to becoming an expert. Okay, so I would say a 9. A 9, because the Talklove Foundation team, they're amazing. They're always ready to support you. If they sense any challenge or if you call for help, they're even on standby expecting you to call for help, and you won't get lost in the course of this thing. So that's why I say a 9. I can't be a 10, because I have to stand on my own, try by myself, fall, stand, all of those processes, which will make me perfect. That's why I'm giving myself a 9. Else I would have probably given myself a 10, because this team, they're awesomely supportive. You can't take that from them.
So, what has changed before and now? What is it you couldn't do before? That you could do now?
A lot, actually. A lot, because I think I had this narrow mindset about what tech was about. But with this training, it has broadened my idea and exposed me to the scope of the tech industry, because you have digital marketing, and digital marketing is a broad space, and you can do a lot. In fact, I think all companies right now, they are involved, or they do digital marketing, because you have to sell something to people, be it product or service. So digital marketing has opened my eyes, and the training itself with the different modules, it's broad actually, and I tend to overstretch myself in the course of this, because Talklove Foundation has awakened something in me that I intend to pursue.
Of the country, they can buy from you, and you can ship your products to them. For instance, one of the market that sells very well outside of the country is the food industry, because most Nigerians that travel outside of the country, it is difficult to see things like yam, rice, blah blah blah. So some of them, what they do is that they usually buy here, and then they ship it over there. There's some persons that are also Nigerians that sell rice, yam, and all of those there. It's usually very expensive, because that is not Nigeria. Because if you now calculate the costs of sending it over there, what you buy, how much you buy a tuber of yam?
I would say it's culture. Culture played like a huge role, because in Africa here, they tend to remind women that your main work is in the home front, taking care of the home, in the kitchen, like they usually say. But I like the fact that Talklove Foundation has, taken this initiative, taken this step to bring women out of that, that hole that the society has tried to push them into. And it has made a lot of women to shrink into their shell, and not allowing them expose themselves and explore, the things that they can actually do. Because I believe women have the capacity to do a lot more, because like we just mentioned something about politics. Women are trying now to venture into politics a lot more than before. So I think with this initiative Talklove has, put out, it's an eye-opener for people to know that women can be a lot more. Yes, we can take care of the home front, but we can also contribute our quota to every system of the economy. You get. So I think culture played a huge role, but women are gradually coming out of that.
It's important to conduct content audit. I actually researched on 4 importance. 1, it will help you to make better decisions. 2, it's going to help you improve your content strategy. And for example, when you start off a new business, usually your content, you struggle because you're starting. The starting of something is usually not easy. So when you do content audits, you tend to go back to review and remove unclear videos or unclear pictures that you put out that doesn't necessarily put your brand in a good light. So when you do content audit, you review all of these things. Another importance of doing content audit is that it helps you keep up with your audience shifting interests. Now, for example, you're a wig maker in Port Harcourt, maybe Joy that sells wigs, and I'm new to Port Harcourt, and I go on any of the social media platforms to search for someone that can make my wigs, and I put hashtag wig making in Port Harcourt or wig makers in Port Harcourt. Now, if you put out your content using these hashtags, your brand will be easily found.
Mainly for women, I think it's applaudable for Talklove to venture into this, because if you look at in the next 2 years, let me just use a short-term space. In the next 2 years, a lot of women will be more productive, even at home. Even those that are housewives rather, they would, still play their role in the house and still be useful, basically to be productive. You see a lot of women selling now, because now the online marketing now allows women to be, you can take care of the home and still sell, and it's still a win-win for you. So you're still being productive while you're still utilizing your skills. So for me, it's amazing. It's good.
So any last words for
Yes, of course. Yes. I want to say a huge thank you to the team, the Talklove Foundation team. They are one in a million, because they're just like angels, because the way they support, the way they nurture us, and the fact that we get free lunch every time we have our meeting, our classes.